You know, it dawned on me we probably, maybe, possibly missed something.
Hi, Andre. Hello, Georgie.
We missed the location
Thanks for your help, Andre.
of his rat
You're
roadkill.
welcome.
Okay, maybe not. We got everything. Goodbye.
Did you try tearing a piece of the paper of the background? I think that's what he did in the game.
Hello, George.
Dude, if he turns into a superhero and helps us at the end, that's going to be super sweet.
Is there something going on between you and Labano?
What business is it of yours? We agreed all this. The clown, the Templars, strictly business, remember?
Yeah, but...
So get off my case.
Especially because, you know, I've only seen you for a total of like 15 minutes. You spend most of your time in Syria and in Ireland. Who cares? I've known this guy so much longer than you. What is wrong with you?
I'd better get back to the quest.
The quest to escape the friend zone.
The most futile of quests. Is that why this spans like 6 or 7 entries? Because it's impossible. It's just impossible.
Broken Sword 8. Well, you keep saying you want a nice guy. I'm a nice guy.
Well, fine. I'm gonna meet a new girl, and he's gonna bring her. He's gonna bring her back and try and make Nico jealous.
That's how you do it. Because women are gullible and easily ruled by their emotions. See, the trick is to winning a woman's heart is to have no respect for her.
Well, he does that without even trying.
I'm no student of architecture, but the little building looked old. I wondered if it was some sort of summer house.
I never got that. What the hell is a summer house? Because that house is outdoor
Down below the
all
estate,
year.
I could see the sea.
It's not like it just recesses back into the earth 3/4 of the year and only comes out for summer.
Jay, I think you're wrong, Jason. The summer houses are made by Capsule Corp. You keep them in your pocket, and then when it's the summer, you throw on the ground and palm. There you go, your summer house.
God, wouldn't that have been a great way for the Wizard of Oz for them to kill the witch? Just a capsule and just a house falls on her.
I'm just gonna say, if that's true, if they live in the same world as Capsule Corp, that also means they live in the same world as Goku. Just get him to kill her.
From a distance, I thought it might be a summer house. Close up, I wasn't so sure.
It's a summer mausoleum. So your corpses don't get too hot.
Rats. It's locked.
I will say this is one of the prettier locations we've seen so far in this game. With all the natural foliage and...
I don't know, I look like I'm an Albion. Chicken chaser!
You're just gonna walk straight through and he's not even gonna stop. Nope.
I hate to reference someone else's Let's Play series, but this really does look like the guy who's just constantly watering his lawn in Darkseid 2.
Excuse me, sir, I'm gonna stop
Hi.
you for a moment.
Is this the De Vasconcelos house?
He just... Holy shit.
Who wants to know?
I could tell the old coot was going to be trouble. My name's George Stobart. I was wondering whether...
The house is not open to the public.
This is the De Vasconcelos house.
And what business is that of yours, senor?
Look,
If I could choose any eyebrows, I would want those. Those are
There is
sweet
no
eyebrows.
household. Only the Countess and myself.
But I could do without the forehead.
Oh my god! Jason, look! That's the tall man from Phantasm! Look at his face! Boy!
Tell me about the Countess de Vasconcelos.
She doesn't receive guests. That's all you need to know.
You don't even know what I have to talk to her about.
She hasn't won the lottery, has she?
Yeah. That's it. The Countess has won the lottery, and I'm here to give her the check.
Marvelous. May I see it?
No.
I misspoke.
I
the
have to
Countess
deliver
won
it to
Shirley
her in
Jackson's the
person.
lottery.
The Countess
I'm here to
doesn't
throw
win
rocks
the
at her.
lottery.
Oh, for crying out loud. Why'd you lead me on, then?
You know, I have a
Go on,
feeling
you're
he's going to be
right,
saying this exact same
To
thing to
make you
Nico
look
after
a
she tells him
fool.
she's not attracted
To
to his
make you go
1980s
away.
Mattel Ken doll haircut.
What do you know about the Templars?
Who wants to know?
Are you angling for a bribe or something?
You have nothing that I want, senor, except the pleasure of your absence.
Just the thought of it gets him all hot and
bothered.
bothered.
The Countess against the whole world. But why?
What if I gave you a handful of plaster of Paris?
Have you got any use for a fistful of plaster?
No.
He's gonna spray it and then you're just gonna solidify. You'll get stuck. Game over.
Hey, I'm just saying, fistful of plaster, not Clint Eastwood's best film.
Look at this tissue.
Can you rinse this thing off for me?
Some greasy muck on it.
Yes, that's right.
Rubs it all over his face. No, can't you see? I'm an ancient statue. Let me in.
What do you make of this?
So that's it. You're a salesman.
I don't want to buy your penis
supplies.
pamp.
I can think of better places to hawk 'em. This lab pass mean anything to you?
Nothing.
Maybe you can use that
Have you ever
lens to
seen a
burn his
lens like
grass
this
and that'll
before?
really just piss him
No,
off.
senor. Never.
It's a monocle for a giant.
Do you know what this is?
See, I have a similar tool for opening culverts on the estate.
Do you recognize this man?
No.
Don't do it, George. You're both wet. It's a death sentence.
Would you like to shake hands?
I do not think so, senor.
Also, don't hand buzzers just
I'll be
vibrate?
going
They don't actually
for now.
carry like an electrical
Adios,
current.
senor.
That's true. They just spin around really fast.
Remember that Uncle Fester game at GamesWorks? that had the two little
Yes.
the two little pillars and you'd grab them, they'd shake. That fucking hurt. But I remember really stupid people being like, "How could they sell this game and electrocute people? Can't you die?"
I also remember that early episode of Pokemon when
The
Pikachu
main
can't
part
beat
of the house
Onix
was old,
until he gets
but
him wet
nowhere
with the
near as old as
sprinkler.
the gatehouse section.
And then Ash is like, "No, I'll come back when I beat you fair and square." Instead of just taking the badge and leaving.
Funny thing is, one of those things happened to us in real life, and Jason still finds a way to mix in a Pokemon reference.
I didn't like the
Jason, I
idea
think
of
you have a
carrying
problem
30
discerning
yards of
reality from
hose
fiction.
around me, so I left it alone.
You know that plush Pikachu toy you carry around's not real, right?
I gotta catch them all, Chris!
You've been saying that, but I keep trying to explain to you that they keep adding more. There's not enough room in your garage anymore, Jason. I mean, where do
You're
you
right.
sleep? Your bed is covered in hard plastic Pokemon capsules.
The worst one I got was that Whale Lord. Man, have you seen the size of that thing? It can't even fit in my house.
That's just your car, and you painted it to look like a whale lord. This is what I'm talking about, man. You need help.
Okay.
Help earning your next gym badge.
Hey,
And let me
you.
tell you, I have a
Yeah?
training
What is it?
program and some
You
rare
would not
candy
like
for
it if
$500.
people just wandered into your home, would you?
Well, no, I guess not.
Then show a little consideration.
Okay. Sorry.
Who do you think you are, the hero of time?
Oh my gosh, that just made me realize in the Pokemon universe, all of the men in vans that are selling candy to children are actually great people, just trying to help them become trainers. I got some candy for you. It'll help make your Gyarados
I didn't
even
like the
more
idea of
powerful.
carrying 30 yards of hose around me, so I left it alone.
Sabotage it.
Oh my god, this works.
Wait, how does a ball in a cup?
No, I didn't
Stop.
use the... Not a ball in a cup, Jason! What's funny is you could actually tie the ball in the cup, the string
My
you
hose
around
never
it.
stopped.
Yeah?
See, my hose never stops.
Well,
I'm
I'm
having
sorry to hear it.
performance
It's always
issues.
sad when an old tradition comes to an end.
Erectile
If you have
dysfunction
anything
affects
to do
1
with
in
it,
5 men
But
over the
I'm
age of
shocked.
50.
I'm mortified. How could
And
you
one of the
think
3
such
members
a
of
thing?
Scum of the Earth.
Very easily, senor. Very easily. I'm going to find out why my hose has stopped. And that
Graham.
means going into the house. You are not, absolutely not, to go in the house.
Do you hear me,
You do go in
Stimpy?
the
Do not
house
go in the house and
and
hit the
take
history
it off.
eraser button.
They don't call me stupid for nothing.
The red candy-like button! The shiny button! I'm in the house.
This is starting to remind me of Hugo's House of Horrors.
Shit!
Get the chop! You need a chop!
Hey, you. I know you are there, American. All right, you dogs. I'm coming.
What? I know you're there, American, but I'm going to ignore you anyway. Who does he think I am? Canada? I'm America.
I don't know why George is so afraid of a man that works at Minyards.
It was a small mirror hanging over the sink. From the scum in the sink, it looked like he shaved there. It was just a little utility room with no exit, unless you counted the window.
Is that going to be your new screen name?
didn't.
Sink Scum?
I don't know, I've really become attached to
Madre
Pond
Dios.
Scum.
Who are you?
My name's George Stobart.
I've lost my Tweety
I'm sorry to
bird.
burst in like this.
You must leave at once. You're not wanted here.
Please, if you'd just listen a minute.
Very
Suffering
well.
Thuckatath, lady.
State
Hear me
your
out.
business, Senor Stobart.
There's been a series of murders, part of some conspiracy. Anyway, the trail led me here.
Here? There is nothing for the outside world here.
Over 600 years ago there was.
What do you mean?
This whole thing
She
ties
should
in
remember, right?
somehow with the Knights Templar.
The Knights Templar are dust.
They had a secret that was so important, they went to a lot of trouble to hide it.
I do not see what this has to do with my family.
Your family had a strong connection with the Templars, right? I believe that they have planted some clues here.
Why should I believe a complete stranger who barges into my home?
Just let me have a look around. If I find nothing,
You'll be spending the night at the police station. Very well. Please, sit down.
I think I've got it figured out now, okay? So she said the Templar Knights are dust, right?
Yes.
We went into some sort of Templar cave earlier
Uh-huh.
and found a bag of dust that we used. He thinks it's called plaster of Paris, but really it's cremated knights.
So the Knights Templar have been with us this entire time. Mystery solved. Oh. No, wait, Jason, I just realized what you said is the ramblings of a madman. We might still have a long ways to go.
Oh, okay.
Good guess, though.
I know your family is involved with the Templars, but I don't know how.
Do I get
You
points
should
for
be
trying?
asking how my family was.
15 wee
Lord
points.
Senor Stobart. The Templars ceased to exist centuries ago. And as for the Vasconcelos, the line dies with me.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Not if I knock you up. Hey, I'm just saying, he was looking for someone to make Nico jealous. Va va voom. And she's a celebrity. She was in a bunch of those Warner Brothers cartoons. I believe she was voiced by Mel Blanc.
Okay, whatever happened almost 700 years ago. So, if the Templars left any clues, they're going to be in stuff that dates back to the early 14th century.
Obviously.
So, what do you have around here that's early medieval?
Check your
Early
pockets, maybe?
medieval. Let me think. Well, the house is relatively modern, a scant 3 centuries old. Or, of course, the chess set.
That chess set is over 600 years old? It must be worth a fortune.
Indeed it is. Not that I would part with it, of course.
No, I wouldn't either. That's the sort of thing that gets handed down to your children.
Oh.
Sorry.
Its value is less than you might think. The set is not complete. One of the pieces is a modern replacement.
God, he's even striking out with this
Originally,
broad.
It was lost a long time ago.
Nobody has any idea where it is?
No. The children had it when they were taken.
Children? What children?
All in good time, Senor Stobart.
Isn't this Gabriel Knight's grandma we're hitting on?
May I examine the chess set?
Certainly. But do not move any of the pieces.
Okay, thanks. Close up, the modern piece stood out like a sore thumb. There was
Because it was a
something
Spawn
else
action
odd about
figure.
the set. All of the original pieces had irregular bases.
My lady, I have to warn you, there's a... You! Why, I'll feed you to the dogs.
Lopez, what have I told you about feeding intruders to the dogs?
He forgot to
That's
ask
my
us if we
lady.
wanted paper or
Never
plastic.
without my permission. Senor Stobart, if I find that you're wasting my time, you will be fed to the dogs. Now, I want to show you something interesting. Follow me.
Uh-oh. Here
Whoa.
we go.
They just teleported. Dude.
All right, he's joining in too. This is going to get freaky.
Lopez, unlock the door, por favor. This is the only remaining structure on the estate contemporary with the Templars.
Nice.
It is also where Lopez hosts his late-night talk show.
Senor Stobart,
Oh,
come with me.
Hey, senor.
yeah?
I do not know what you have told my lady to be shown these favors, but I do not trust you.
You've got nothing to worry about. Aren't you coming in?
No, the dead do not interest me. My garden is a living thing. I will be there.
Another interesting fact, this was one of the filming locations for the
This
TV show
is
Destinos
old.
that I always watched in
Constructed
Spanish
the 2nd
class.
century as the final resting place for the De Vasconcelos Templars.
It's well maintained.
These are my ancestors, and they deserve respect. I come here
Then why don't you let them out of those stone coffins?
For them.
Mind if I have a look around?
By all means.
These are my ancestors, and while other rappers don't like them, they show them respect.
Great, now you can pole vault and make your escape. Ha ha!
There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again. A big statuette of the Virgin Mary kept an eye on the place.
She says to show respect, and then he wants to get high. Nope, nothing to snuff.
On removing the Bible, I found a pattern on the lectern top. Hey! It's a checkerboard!
They deserve respect. Hey, it's a checkerboard!
Close
And they
up,
got
I
backgammon
could see the pattern
too!
was made up of glass squares over a checkerboard pattern.
Hey, check
Close
this
up,
out! Underneath
I could
is
see
chutes
the
and
pattern was
ladders!
Made up of glass squares over a checkerboard pattern. Now what? Feeling.
Is there any way to just, like, interact
The
with it?
mausoleum contains.
Or maybe
5
ask her about it. Maybe
tombs.
ask her how
Five
checkers
knights
works, because, you know,
temple.
he
Man-size and
probably can't comprehend the game of checkers.
May I ask you something?
You may ask.
Why are our portraits flipped?
Who exactly are these people?
My ancestors. These 5 men were all members of the Templars.
5 ancestors in the order. You must be very proud.
Not 5, 6.
Where's the 6th knight?
He was lost to us.
You lost an ancestor?
Wait, so these other 5 guys are still alive?
It can have no relevance.
Well, it's connected with the curse of the De Vasconcelos.
Sure, they're
isn't
kept
it?
safe in their stone coffins. So the guy's running out all
I
willy-nilly
hope
where he
you
can
will
skin up
honor
his knees
my
and get stabbed by
desire
assassins.
Not to talk about it.
Okay, well, I'll leave it for now.
She said that it's a family matter, right?
Right.
Is the curse of her family Steve Urkel?
Is the Virgin Mary really the right person to be sharing a mausoleum with 5 knights?
You
They're gonna
are
try and take
showing
advantage
your
of her?
ignorance, Senor Stobart. The Templars were dedicated to the Virgin Mary.
She doesn't realize that ignorance is par for the course.
What's the story with the glass chessboard?
What's the story,
chessboard.
Wishbone?
The pattern on the lectern.
What's the
purely
story with this glass
decorative, I'm
chessboard,
sure.
Wishbone?
There are pieces of glass missing from it.
Oh, it has been like that since I was a girl.
3 weeks ago, I have progeria.
The gaps in the glass chessboard look awfully deliberate.
No, it is ridiculous. What possible significance can it have?
It's part of a chessboard, and the gaps.
She's
are
never
for-
seen a great American classic film called American Treasure 2.
cannot mean...
This place was built for the Templars. Your chess set is as old as the Templars. It's kind of suggestive, isn't it?
Oh, he's gonna whip it out.
I think this must be it. This is what the manuscript is pointing to.
This is extraordinary.
I'm also having a stroke.
Am I to understand that the Templars left a puzzle here? And in all of this time we failed to realize that there was a puzzle?
It was wonderful to watch the Countess change before my eyes.
Right. Well, no time for wallowing in
Ugh.
self-pity.
Change back, please.
Senor Stobart? This mystery
She changed into Popeye for a moment.
But it ends here and now.
All those years of fatalism were falling away from her.
Lopez! Lopez!
We don't-
Put that hole down and listen! Go to the house and
This
get
game
my
talks to
chess
its audience
set.
like they're fucking
Yes,
morons.
the old chess set!
We can observe
No,
these things
hurry.
for ourselves, game.
This is exciting, is it not?
Don't get too excited. This could be a blind alley.
Oh, I do not believe that for a moment.
It's good to see you happy.
Happy?
Lady who I don't even
You
know.
know, I think I am.
While we're waiting, I'd really like to know what happened here. I mean, the curse and everything.
It all began at the time of the dissolution of the Templars. Don Carlos had already left their ranks to become a scholar.
Don
And to
Carlos.
open a chain of
Is he the
disappointing
guy who
Mexican
went
food
missing?
restaurants.
See, but he had reckoned without the local bishop. Their bishop envied us our lands and determined to use the papal edict as an excuse to destroy us. Don Carlos was on one of his scholarly journeys when the Inquisition arrived.
Looks like someone actually expected the Spanish Inquisition.
His loyal manservant slain and his children gone.
They took the kids? But why?
Oh, we will never know. The bishop denied all knowledge of the children's disappearance. But witnesses had seen his men kill the servant who had been charged to protect them.
What happened to Don Carlos?
He swore he'd find his children if he had to go to the edge of the world.
And he fell off it.
His armor and took up his
Don
sword
Carlos,
and
that's the guy that
shield
fought,
and rode out
windmills, right?
alone.
No, that's Don
He
Quixote.
would never sin again.
Don Carlos is the place where you can get half off margaritas on Tuesdays if you have a coupon.
Lopez, you have the pieces.
See, my lady, as you asked.
Por favor, Senor Stobart, would you be so kind?
My lady.
Calm yourself, Lopez. I believe Senor Stobart's motives are pure.
Very well, my lady.
Pure rubbish. He's a moron.
Yes, my quest to get down this French girl's pants are the purest.
But you don't.
No, senor.
I guess you could say he is a tourist whose only moves are among the purest.
I knew it was coming! I knew it was coming! I was just waiting for it!
It fits, Senor Stobart. It fits.
Working quickly, I found which pieces went into which holes.
Is this sex education for George?
One poorly rendered background looks just like the other with your head down over your pieces, brother. You know, this is a puzzle game, right, Jason?
Right?
So you could say, I get my kicks above the waistline, sunshine.
With the red pieces in place, the square bases fit onto the white pieces. I just had to figure out where to place them.
Field goal.
So you had to place the pieces and then beat yourself at chess. That's exciting.
Senor Stobart, look.
What is that? It's not...
It's the Carpenter's Cup!
Grail.
That's what Indy's been looking for!
Senor Stobart. It is the communion chalice of the De Vasconcelos. Missing for almost
Don't pick it up then, you're gonna
700
die.
years.
Wow. Well, go on.
I cannot. I can hardly believe it is real.
Go ahead. Live a little.
Are you sure? This is your moment of triumph.
Poison dart shoots out of the wall and
I was
kills
about
her.
to say, like, maybe like a razor comes down, cuts her hand off, or one of her other ancestor comes back. No!
The possibility of death traps only occurred to me a few days later.
When I was at that woman's funeral.
It was okay. We already had a
So the
coffin there
curse
for her.
of the De Vasconcelos is lifted?
Oh no, the Countess was thrilled to find the lost chalice. But there's still the riddle of the missing knight.
Well, you can forget about that now and get back to finding
What's
the
that about the
Templar
Riddler and the
secret.
Dark Knight?
Actually, I promised the Countess I'd find Don Carlos.
You what?
I can explain
I accidentally just found a
You
Don
have got the
Pablo's,
odds
but
for a
I got some
vinegar
enchiladas.
Spanish aristocrat?
The Countess entrusted me with the chalice and the quest for her ancestor's tomb.
You're a
And she's giving me a little on the side, unlike
Haven't
you, you
got
frigid
enough
bitch.
problems? Khan and the Templars?
It's all part
This
of the
game
same
is-
thing. The
Gives me the
chalice
same
is
problems that I have when I'm
important,
trying to play
sure. The
Skyrim. You try to do the
manuscript
main
pointed us
quest,
to
but
the
there's just
knight,
so many
and I
side quests
have
that
to
pop
find
up,
him.
you know?
What
And you're
then?
just pissed. You're
I
like,
don't know.
I just spent the last 30
But when the
hours,
knight and the
and I haven't
chalice are
even
reunited,
been to the next
maybe I
cave I'm
will.
supposed to get to.
So, Nico, did I happen to mention I'm head of the Fighters Guild? Also, I'm a werewolf.
Just how long have you known Labano?
Andre? We met at college. He helped me out when I was a fresh air.
She used to
Showed me
host
around,
Fresh
that sort
Air?
of thing.
You
What
never
happened to
told
Terry
me that
Gross?
before. I thought he was just a working acquaintance.
So he is. I rarely see him these days. You know, he hasn't changed much. A little lesser at the front, perhaps. I'd forgotten how much fun he could be.
Hey, I'm
Whoa.
just... Lady, I'm just saying, bald guys mean they're more virile, so, you know, give this guy a chance. Maybe I should grow a ponytail. No, wait, that'd make me a neck-bearded hipster.
This is the chalice I discovered in Spain.
I still can't figure out why the Countess gave it to you. After
'Cause she's
losing
old and
it for all those
senile.
years,
Because
she
I'm a
simply
stone
gave it
cold
away
pimp.
To a total stranger? She's one prawn short of a paella.
The Countess is a fine lady. You shouldn't compare her with seafood.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's something going on between you and that Countess.
Oh my god, it's
serious?
working! She's getting
My
jealous!
grandmother.
Nico, I've lost all respect for you. Stop falling into these obvious tropes!
Whoa!
I mean, traps.
I'd better get
That
back
was
to
a
the
major
quest.
swerve. I mean, I know we give him a lot of crap, but that was working.
Well, I guess, show women no respect, and they'll be putty in your hands, is what this game is trying to teach us. So,
Time for me to get on OkCupid.
racism, sexism, I think it's checking all the boxes. Was this game made by Running with Scissors Interactive? Are we gonna throw AIDS-infected cats at people next?